4 ways to meet women, even if you're busy as fuck as a dude, okay? I'm gonna be breaking down 4 different things you should be incorporating in your Monday to Sunday schedule, even if you don't have that much time, all right? And guys, I'm busy as fuck. Most likely, I'm working more than you are. I put in somewhere between 60 to 80 hours a week into my business while filming content, doing coaching calls, running a team, running 4 live calls a week, one-on-one coaching calls, my relationship of the last 4 years with my girlfriend, hitting the gym 5 times a week, while still going out and doing social skills and doing night game, doing all of these things simultaneously. So I found a structure that you guys could be implementing that doesn't take that much time, but will still allow you to get good with this stuff. So I'm gonna go into each one of these elements. And then also at the end of this, I'm gonna lay out the exact structure that I recommend you do right now in your day-to-day to fast track your results with this. So let's get into number 1, which is small bursts of daytime interactions. All right, this doesn't need to be 3 hours of day game doing cold approach. This is 15 to 60 minutes of daytime interaction. And honestly, guys, this might piss some of you guys off too, but ideally it's done every single day. And let me explain this, guys. I'd much rather you went out and did 3 interactions every single day versus you try to just go out on a Saturday and do this burst fire of 21 approaches. Because here's what's going to happen is that by not doing it all throughout the entire week and then trying to just cram this thing in on one night, you're going to have a high level of anxiety. You're not going to be in the rhythm of socializing. You're also going to be extremely tired from going throughout your week, and to try to make this one switch on like a Saturday night randomly is such a big deviation from what you've been doing for the other 95% of your week. So there's gonna be a lot of internal resistance. Your brain's gonna make up all these excuses. You're not gonna feel like you're up for the fucking task. And honestly, why would you feel up to the task? You're not in the rhythm of doing the thing. So you have 0 momentum banking on it, and you're gonna be very, very unlikely to just do that on Saturday night. Now, what I found is that if you just do a small burst, literally 15 fucking minutes, guys, 15 minutes. This could be you're on your way to the gym. Like me personally, before I go to the gym, I walk to the gym and I make sure that I get some interaction in on my way to the gym. For some of you guys, you might have to drive to a mall and go through the mall for 15 minutes. Whether that's on your way to the gym, that could be during your lunch break, that could be after work, it could be after the gym, even in the evening. I don't care when it is, but you need to set aside a little bit of time to do this. And if you really want to save a lot of time, you just incorporate this into your day while you're on your way to do another activity. So if you commute to work, or if you can work remote, work at the coffee shop that there's a lot of people going to, or you swing by the mall on your way to the gym, or when your workout's done at the end of the day, or you finished your dance class or your yoga class, you just swing by the busy downtown area to get 3 interactions in, all right? And the other thing is, guys, like, they don't all need to be your 10 out of 10 dream girl. Honestly, they don't. But you do need to get in the habit of pulling the trigger of saying something to a stranger that you wouldn't normally go up to. And ideally, she's a girl, and ideally, you're even displaying a little bit of intent, okay? There is something about consistently practicing going up to a girl, stopping her, getting her attention, and displaying intent to her that just does something for you socially. I promise you, man. And if you're just waiting till that Saturday night, or if you're just waiting till your 10 out of 10 dream girl is there, you're gonna be like way, way, way less likely to pull the trigger when that opportunity comes. So what I've noticed, guys, and I'm just speaking from experience right now, I go out every single day and I do this. Every single day I do this. I'm on a 27-day in a row streak of doing this. By the time you watch this video, it's probably closer to like 40 or 50 days in a row. And I've made a decision that I'm just gonna commit to doing this one thing. It doesn't take a lot of time. You don't need to go on a full-blown date with these women, but you do need to practice just getting a girl's attention publicly in the daytime, opening her, and displaying a little bit of intent. And if you wanna just end it right there, end it right there. You could just smile and say, hey, have a nice day, and you walk the fuck away. But I promise you, if you do that 3 times or 5 times a day, you're gonna feel a lot more confident about socially going up to women and starting an interaction. Now look, if you have a little bit more time and you wanna keep going with this, by all means, go further with it. Stop the girl, walk with her, go on a fucking Insta date, take her to coffee, get a phone number, run a 15 or 30-minute interaction. Like sometimes I end up running like 30-minute interactions. It just helps even more. But there are times where I'm really fucking busy and I don't have that much time. And I'm like, you know what? I only have fucking 10 to 15 minutes today, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to just at least go up to those 3 women. And honestly, guys, I'm usually not even that attracted to most of these women. But the reality is that if I was walking around just waiting for my 10 out of 10 girl, I'm maybe gonna see one of those after like an hour because I'm very picky. And also most of the places that you guys live in, there just isn't dimes walking around like that. So my advice is this one thing that only takes like fucking 10 minutes on the low end. If you got more time, put in 30 to 60 minutes. But this one thing is probably the single biggest thing that you're not doing right now in your day-to-day as a busy dude that can literally transform your social confidence and put you into a rhythm of on a daily basis starting an interaction with women. Because here's what's gonna happen. As you do this, I could tell you, like the first 3 days, it fucking was shit and I was making every excuse in the world to not do it. By day 7, I'd noticed that I just kind of got into a rhythm of doing it and I wasn't making excuses anymore. I didn't even have any anxiety around the whole thing. And I could tell you right now, around day 21, the shit's just fucking flying out, dude. Flying out to the point where I'm actually excited when I'm looking for an attractive girl. If a girl walks by and she's actually my type, I'm like, fuck yeah, finally, there's a girl I'm attracted to that I could go up and display intent to carry a conversation with. And again, I did all of this by literally putting in somewhere between 10 minutes if I'm really, really busy that day, or if I have a little bit more time, 45 to 60 minutes. Like today I put in about 50 to 55 minutes walking around, got my 5 to 6 interactions in, and one of them ended up going like 20 minutes. Okay, so that's what's been going on in my day-to-day. That's really boosting my social confidence, and it's gonna bleed into all of these other areas I'm gonna get into in points 2, 3, and 4. I wanted to take more time on this one thing because a lot of dudes, you need to understand you're gonna make every excuse in the world to not do this one thing. You're really busy, there's no hot girls in your area, there's people watching you, you're not that attracted to the girl. You're gonna make all these fucking excuses up because I could tell you that because even I went through this same bullshit excuse. Even me, where I'm at in my journey right now, I have every excuse in the world to not go up and do the thing. I'm like, well, I already have a girlfriend, or she's not that attractive, or I'm already doing this, I'm already doing this. I promise you this one fucking thing is life-changing. Give it 21 days. Give it 21 days. You put in 5 to 10 minutes a day, dude. It's gonna change your life. You could go in as simple as, hey, excuse me, I actually have to get going, or hey, excuse me, can I just say really quickly, I was walking by and I thought you looked super cute. I just wanted to tell you that, okay? Take care, have a nice day. And for the girls that you're actually attracted to or the ones that are responding positively, have a longer conversation. But if nothing else, you walk away from that thing and fuck yeah, let's go. And you put a smile on the girl's face and you just kind of laugh about the whole thing. Even if she's not hot, you just walk away laughing, knowing, you know what, I just made that girl's day. She wasn't that attractive, but I'm a cool ass dude and I complimented her. And I gave her that fucking little bit of intent and she walked away thinking she felt better about the whole thing. And now I feel better because I did the thing that I was making all these fucking excuses to do. That's number one. Do not underestimate it. I could end the video right here, honestly, because I promise you, I know you guys aren't doing this because I wasn't even doing this, but I could end the video right now. And if you just go do that one fucking thing, man, your whole life's gonna change. Now, if you can't do that, or if you wanna get help with that, if you wanna be able to just like flawlessly go up and approach women at will, create attraction, get phone numbers, get dates, I can help you with that. Click the link in the description, fill out an application for an opportunity to work with me personally on this skill set and a whole lot more. But with that being said, let's get into point number 2 of how you can get into more interactions and get more women if you're a busy ass dude. And I call this point life game. And this is essentially getting into more interactions with people while you're already doing the things you should be doing about your busy ass week as a dude. So the difference between 1 and 2 is number 1, you're actually setting aside at least 10 to 15 minutes and going into a crowded environment with the sole intention of going up to 3 women, okay? Number 2 is slightly different in the sense that you're not setting aside time. These are already activities you're doing. So if you're a busy ass, high value dude, no matter what, you should be doing some form of a physical activity from Monday to Sunday. Okay, so that means go to the gym. If nothing else, you're going to the gym. And what I recommend for you guys, if you're a busy ass dude and you're already working out or you're already taking some kind of class, you should pay extra or do a little bit of research and go to the crowded location where the people are for this thing. That means you pay a little bit extra to go to the crowded high-end gym where the hot women are and the cool dudes are. Or if nothing else, you pay for the low-end gym where there's just more people. If you're going to grocery shopping, if you're going to some kind of class, if you're going to campus, or even where you live, make sure you're going to the places where it's crowded, man. You're just so much more likely to get into opportunity in places where it's high-end or where it's just a more populated place. Now, as a dude, if you're crafting out your week right now, that means you go to the busy gym. Some other places that I've had a lot of clients that get success are at dance classes. Okay, you as a dude, you can go to dance classes. There's no other another single class that you'll be forced into getting into that many interactions with women while practicing a skill set, while getting some movement and some steps in for the day. So dance class, 1000% highly recommended. You're gonna be forced to talk to women. You're gonna be able to go up and approach other women at these environments too. Aside from that, I've also seen guys get success at yoga, Trader Joe's, on college campuses, or even in some work environments, depending on if you work in a corporate office or a big environment, or even if you just work in a big office building. Maybe your company is a small place, but you work in like a downtown area or in a big building. You can get a lot of interaction in the elevators, in the cafeterias, at the busy coffee places by these spots. If you work remote, you can work in the busy cafe as well. Or even if you're just going about running errands, like on your day-to-day on maybe like a Saturday or Sunday, when you're going about your errands, there will be people in these environments, guys. There's gonna be dudes and there's gonna be women in these environments, at the gym, at the grocery store, at these classes that you're going to. There will be people there, and you need to utilize this opportunity to get some social interaction, because this is the single biggest opportunity to practice your social skills, increase your social confidence, and get into more interactions with women without spending any additional time. Like 0 additional time. If you're going to the gym, if you're going to the grocery store, if you're going to the cafe to get your coffee, you can get into an additional 5 to 10 interactions over the course of a day just by saying things to people in these environments. You can't underestimate this thing. And understand, again, guys, your brain's gonna make all the excuses in the world. You're at the gym, the girl's got headphones on. You're at the checkout line at the grocery store, oh, there's people nearby that are listening. You're in the grocery aisle, oh, that's weird to say something in the aisle to that person. You're walking down the street, oh, she's not looking at me, I need eye contact. No, dude, no. It's all bullshit, self-limiting beliefs and excuses that you're telling yourself as to why you can't say something. Please, guys, take it from somebody like myself who grew up extremely shy, introverted. I was that video game nerd, virgin, loser. I didn't have any social confidence. I wasn't good at talking to strangers, okay? I really wasn't, and I made every excuse as to why she's on the phone, she's got headphones on, she looks mean, she's walking fast. I promise most of these people are a lot more receptive than you think. And also, don't worry about the reaction. Stay focused on the goal. Here's the thing. If you talk to 5 people throughout your day-to-day, like 3 girls and 2 dudes, and you actually give a compliment to these women or extend the interaction a little bit, man, the momentum just starts building up day after day after day. And most likely at some point, you're gonna encounter a hot girl that way. And when you don't do technique number 1 and 2 of this video, you're not gonna fucking say anything to that hot girl. So your excuse of she's not hot enough is the same reason why you don't talk to anybody. And that's the same reason why you don't go up to the girl who actually is hot enough. Or if you do, you're so out of whack, out of rhythm, because you're in this work mode nonstop that you don't have the social skills. I promise you guys, like, I'm working 80 hours a week right now and my social skills are top notch. Top notch. Every fucking day I'm going out and talking to girls, and I am not spending a lot of time doing this shit. That's why I know for someone like you that's saying I don't have time to do this, it's fucking bullshit, man. It's bullshit. The other thing is that when I actually get in a little bit of social interaction throughout my day-to-day, after I do my 15 to 30 minutes, like just going out in the downtown area, and then I get into some interactions at the gym, I'm feeling so much better about myself. I really am I'm in a high vibration mood because I did an uncomfortable thing. I put out good energy in the world. I connected with strangers. I made a friend. Maybe I got an IG or a phone number from a girl and I had an awesome conversation. I'm feeling better about myself. Now I want to hit that fucking workout harder. Now I want to get back to work and like crush the remainder of my workday because I'm in a good mood. And when you don't do this, you don't really get to recharge. You're just grinding at work all fucking week. Like, guys, you need that social interaction. Like, we crave social interaction. You feel better about yourself. It's easier to actually go throughout your work week and dial in your work for 60, 70, 80 hours to help keep your sanity and make the whole thing fun. At first, it's not fun. It seems like a really high anxiety thing. When you start doing it consistently in these really small bursts, it's just like another daily task, like a mini workout that you feel good about afterwards. Like, anytime I'm feeling shitty about a workout, when I do the workout, I feel fucking awesome after. Anytime I feel like not doing the workout and I bitch out on it, that's the same time I end up eating junk food, feeling like shit, and I feel worse about myself. So figure out what activities do you like to do throughout your week? How can you position yourself in those environments that are the most popular around that activity? And then do whatever you can to say something to people in these environments. I don't care how short or long the conversation is, but say something, dude. Say something at the grocery grocery store. Say something in the elevator. Say something when you're at the fucking yoga class, when you're at the gym. Start talking to people in these environments. Some of my closest friends that I've ever made were people I opened at the gym and just made a small comment to that led to a really long conversation that led to a lifelong fucking friendship, man. And I've gotten dates from doing the same process too. So cannot underestimate life game. So we still have points number 3 and 4 lined up. And then at the end of the video, I'm actually gonna lay out what my exact schedule is that you guys could be incorporating to start increasing your social confidence and get more dates, even if you're busy as fuck. But first, let's get into point number 3, which is online dating. Now, a lot of dudes think online dating's dead or it's not effective or you just need to be like this absolute stud to get matches on online dating. And it's actually not the case. Now, I will say, obviously, the better you look, the more you take care of yourself, the better your photos are gonna look. And obviously with online dating, there is some kind of importance around this. However, understand, in 2024, guys, anybody can make themselves look 1, 2, 3 points better in online dating than they actually look in real life. That's just the reality of it. If you have good photos with good lighting, with good outfits, and you use a little tiny bit of FaceApp, which is okay. You can enhance your photos ever so slightly with color grading and FaceApp to make yourself look a little bit better. You're not going straight catfish mode, but a little bit better will help you start getting matches with quality women. And here's the other beautiful part about it is that all you need to do is take one day. You take one day to dedicate towards a photo shoot. You pick your 5 best outfits, you get your grooming on point, you hire a photographer or you have a friend come out with you to take a shit ton of photos of you, you practice your poses, and you walk away from that day with 5 quality photos that show a variety of different emotions. A couple pictures that show you looking confident, looking sharp, that show maybe another side of your personality and maybe showing you do like an activity or having somewhat of a social life. And that profile can now generate leads indefinitely. For a busy dude, I think this is the single best investment if you really don't have time. If you just put aside one day to get some quality photos, you'll have a profile that will get you indefinite matches. For some of you dudes that are watching this video, you're like, I'm too much of a pussy. I don't want to talk to 3 girls every single day, blah, 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 all these bullshit excuses. Okay, whatever. Fine. You don't want to do that? Okay, cool. You want to be a pussy about the whole thing, make excuses? Fine. At least do the online dating profile, bro. Get 5 fucking photos, and then you got a quality profile set up that's going to consistently generate leads no matter where you are in the world. I don't even know like how else you want to do this. And now here's the other thing is that dudes that are really busy claim online dating doesn't work. It's because you don't have good photos or you're making yourself look bad or your text game shit. Okay, so online dating is great because once you get the profile up and running, you got leads coming in. And then the other beautiful part is like, once you understand how to do text game, you can literally hotkey most of these messages that you're gonna send to women. So you just have to type in like a letter combination and a whole fucking phrase comes out. So once you understand what a couple good openers are, what a couple good flirty lines are that you can use and how to transition the conversation, you can literally just plug and play a lot of these phrases and you add in a little bit of originality to like, you know, make it customized to that specific girl. And then you could have conversations flowing, especially if you use a dating app like Hinge. You don't even need to text that much. If you got some decent conversation skills and a little bit of social comments, a couple of these detailed voice messages conveys a lot more than a couple text combos than a shitload of texting will. And that will showcase your personality, your confidence, your vibe. You pair that with some good photos, you can get some quality matches and dates lined up just from doing the online dating thing. So please don't count out online dating. Also, those photos could go on your Instagram. You can start DMing girls, or it stacks on top of these other avenues. If you're going out and approaching women, you run a couple short interactions, get her Instagram, and you got a quality profile set up, that can really help convert some of these leads into messaging and into dates. All right, so number 3 is online dating. And now let's get into the final point, number 4, which has a bad rep for busy dudes, but it's night game. Yes, guys, I said it. Going out at nighttime and doing night game, believe it or not, is still really beneficial even if you're a busy dude. But let me explain, okay? Let me explain. I'm gonna break this down for you. Going out and doing night game does not mean you're out getting wasted till 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. doing drugs and losing the whole next day, all right? I've learned how to go out and do night game without losing the day, which is the most important part of it. Because the reality is, guys, is that you don't need to stay out that late if you don't want to. And I don't recommend that you drink alcohol at all. Dudes are going out getting wasted because they can't approach, they don't have social confidence, and they don't open people in their day-to-day. So when Saturday night comes around and you've been working all fucking week and you want to let loose and you want to get some approaches in, but you're nervous as fuck, you start drinking alcohol to loosen up so you have the confidence to go up and actually approach somebody and run and carry a conversation. But you don't need to do that. If you just do exactly what I'm talking about in this video, you'll actually already be in momentum because you're putting aside 15 minutes a day to get those 3 interactions in, and then you probably have another 3 to 5 interactions in your day-to-day life game at the gym, at your classes, at the work environment, or whatever you have going on, like on the weekends as well. At the work environment, or if you're working at a cafe, you're getting your interactions in every single day. So when Friday night, Saturday night comes around, you're already in a social flow. You're already doing the fucking thing without spending a lot of time. And now, here's the beautiful part, you don't need to drink any alcohol, or if you just actually enjoy drinking alcohol, like me personally, I actually just enjoy drinking it, even though I really refrain from doing it, but I do enjoy having a drink from time to time. Maybe I'll have one, maybe absolute max what I would have is 2, but even if I do that, I'm gonna be drinking water for the rest of the night and chug water when I get home, so that way I wake up with 0 hangover. But you know, since I started doing this routine of going out every single day, I haven't drank any alcohol. So, but here's the beautiful thing is that you also don't need to be out that late. So going out and doing night game can really include you going to a high-end dinner spot or like a cocktail lounge or some shit that starts at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You could go there, get dinner, have a business meeting, go there with friends if you want to catch up with some friends. But now you need to actually mingle a little bit. I recommend maybe going up to the bar, getting a water, opening the people they're sitting to the right of you, sitting to the left of you, chatting up with the bartender, talk to the waiter when you guys are ordering your food. And then you're getting into a little bit of a social flow by 8 p.m., 9 p.m., going into 10 o'clock. And now it's up to you. You can either stay out from 10 to 11 to 12 and call it a night at that point, because honestly, I would even say that the really hot girls, most of them actually call it a night relatively early. There are girls that go out that you could meet at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. for sure, 100%. But there's also a lot of hot girls that just go out to dinner, or they go out for a drink with their coworkers or with their female friends, and then they go home. They don't like going to the club. All right, a lot of hot women don't go to the club, which I'll get into that in a second, because there is a myth around not being able to meet hot women during night game. But dude, if nothing else, go out to the nice bar, the nice restaurant, and sit down and have a non-alcoholic drink and talk to people at the bars there around 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. And if you really want to go home by that point, cool, dude, go home at midnight. But make sure you're getting your fucking interactions in. All right, go home at midnight if that's what you want to do. And then for my other dudes that, you know, they're okay with going out a little bit later, I recommend you stay out till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, maybe even 3 o'clock if you don't have to be up stupid early on Saturday or Sunday. But again, it's really what's more important is not drinking and also making sure you're getting your interactions in. Because again, if you're not doing shit from Sunday to Friday night, Saturday night, there's no way you're going to the club sober, putting on your pickup outfit, and then just going up to that dime and being able to have the skill set to attract and keep that girl. There's just no fucking way. I've never been able to do it. The times that I can attract the hottest girls and I'm confident going up approaching them is because I'm in a rhythm. But it's not because I'm doing this all day, every day. It's because I'm doing it in tiny, easy bursts every day, or every other day, worst case scenario. Every other day you go out, you do a tiny burst of 15 to 30 minutes, you do a little bit of life game, maybe you have an online date once a week if you have a quality profile set up already. And then what I recommend is going out doing night game at least once a week, because there's skill sets that you learn from night game too that you can't cultivate from the daytime. Nighttime shows you how to be more engaging, better communicator. You're gonna have to learn how to interact with groups. You get more practice leading, you get more practice escalating on girls quickly. You can get away with a lot more escalation and more flirtatiousness in the nighttime environments too. It's just more sexy. Girls go out to mingle. If they're out and they're single, they're out to mingle. And that's even if they're out for girls' night, all right? They want to go out and talk to dudes to some extent. So I recommend doing night game as well, at least once a week. But now with that being said, let me break down what the actual schedule looks like and what I've been doing. And you guys can now kind of incorporate this for yourself one way or another. So first things first, I recommend getting some social interaction every single day. So for me, I'll do that sometime between 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. depending on the day. I have a lot of live calls in the afternoons and the evenings on certain days. And so depending on the day, I'm either running live calls or I'm filming YouTube content. At some point, usually after the beginning of my workday, I'm taking a quick break to go outside to do 15, 30 to 60 minutes, depending on the day, of approaching somewhere between 3 to 5 women, depending on how long these interactions are going. Sometimes I'll have like 1 or 2 interactions that go 20, 30 minutes each. On days like that, I only get like maybe 2 interactions in, maybe there's a third one. And then not every interaction hooks that long. And some girls, you know, believe it or not, reject me too off rip. So some days I might just have like 3, 4, 5, 6 actual approaches, and majority of those went a little bit shorter. Like today I got 5 interactions in, 4 of them didn't go that long, 1 of them ended up going like 20 plus minutes, all right? And that was how my day went. So I'm doing that every single day. That's for point number 1, which is that small burst of daytime approaches. That's what I'm doing. It's sometime between 2 and 6 p.m. Regarding point number 2, which is life game, now I'm doing this all the time. That means the moment I get in the elevator in my building, I make it an obligation. I'm talking to whoever the fuck is in the elevator, regardless of how awkward or uncomfortable it is. I'm going in there, I'm saying something, I'm asking them how their day's going, and then I give personal input and carry that conversation until they get off the elevator or until I get off the elevator. I then talk to whoever's at the front desk on my way out. On my morning walk, if anybody's walking past me, I try to at least say good morning. If there's opportunities to give compliments, I'm doing that as well. When I'm at the gym, if there's people in the vicinity, I'm asking them, how many sets do you have left here? Okay, cool. Sounds good, my man. Hey, by the way, how's your day going? What's going on? How's the back workout going so far, bro? All right. I'm extending conversations with people at the gym. Yes, even if they have headphones on, I'm going to ask them how many sets do they have left, or I'm going to give them a compliment. And then I'll ask them, how's your day going, by the way? Or I'll find a way to start conversation with people at the gym. If I'm at the grocery store, I'm opening people. You just need to figure out like what you have going on in your day to day, and you got to talk to people in these environments, man. So for me, it's really the gym, it's the grocery store, it's the elevator, it's my apartment building, and it's my morning walk. Those are, and sometimes I'll also go for a nighttime walk at the very, very end of the day, just kind of depending. That one kind of like is an optional thing, but that's something else I'll incorporate. That one doesn't take very long. That one has like no added time to my day to day. I'm just doing activities and talking to people throughout my day. Moving into point number 3 with the online dating. As of right now, guys, full transparency, I'm not doing online dating, but for valid reason, because I'm already doing a shit ton of social approaches, and I also do have a girlfriend at the same time. So if I was completely single though, I would deck out an online dating profile, and I would absolutely be running that, you know, not too much either. I would really just be swiping when I'm like on the toilet, and maybe putting in like 10 minutes in the evening, like when I actually finish my full work day after the gym, or if I'm in like an Uber, or if I'm waiting for something. Like that's a good time that you could utilize online dating. It shouldn't be more than 10-15 minutes a day. And then you could check your messaging, like maybe morning, afternoon, evening. You send a quick voice message, you do a little bit of texting, and that's all. All right, that's a great one as well. And then as far as night game, for me personally, I'm doing at least 1 night out a week. Moving forward though, I'm really trying to ramp that up to 2, possibly even 3, depending on what I'm going to be doing. But minimum, I've been doing at least 1 night out, and that's typically, I'm going out till at least 2 a.m. I haven't been drinking any alcohol. I'll go out by like 11, I'll go out till 2, get a bunch of interaction in, and have a sober night, come home, and then I'll go to bed. What I do think I'm going to be doing in the upcoming weeks is going out on Thursday, just having an early night, probably calling it by midnight or so, but going out from like 10 to 12 on a Thursday, just to get some momentum going for night game, going into Friday night from like 11 to 2, or if there's opportunity to push it further, meaning like I'm in an interaction with a really attractive girl, I might end up staying in even later than that. And then Saturday night's kind of optional, depending on how my week has been, depending on where I'm at with my business goals and everything else. If I want to push it again, I'll go even further with it. If not, then, you know, well-deserved, I can take that night off, get some sleep, or study some other stuff, or keep working on the business and do other things as well. Okay, so that's the structure that I've been utilizing. If you're listening to this, you need to figure out which one of these are you not doing, because I know for sure you're not really doing 1. You might be doing a little bit of 2, but you're not really pushing it on that. And it's really because of the technique, number 1. It's the small burst consistently that allows this compounding effect for you to do all the other ones really effortlessly. I could promise you the life game and the night game shit is fucking easy when you just did the 3 interactions already for the day. So I really hope this video was educational. Please guys, start implementing this shit in your day-to-day in one way or another. If you can't do all of them, pick 1 or 2 that are really good for you and try to do those a little bit more. And guys, if you're looking to get better with this shit, obviously I'm the fucking guy to help you with that stuff, okay? I have a one-on-one program where you could sit down with me on a consultation call. I'll point out exactly what's going on in your week, where you're struggling, set up goals for you, and push you through that process step by step to increase your social confidence, get more women and more dates. If you want help with that, click the link in the description, book out a day and a time to have a free consultation call with me directly. That's all for this video, guys. Peace out.